What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NFL video with your boy. Drop a like down below, comment anything in the comments section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Tomorrow, when I do the first look lineup video, because I am going to do it for week 14, I got you tomorrow. I will announce the winner of last week's $50 giveaway on the videos. Appreciate you guys watching me as always. What an amazing week 13 it was. It was a fantastic week for us. We ended up in the top 10 in GPPs once again. I feel like I mentioned it on Twitter yesterday, we have gotten more top 10 finishes this NFL season than we have ever gotten in NFL. Like normally, we're cashing consistently, and we have a couple huge almost takedown range weeks. But this season, we've had more almost takedown weeks than ever before. I mean, a lot of top 10 finishes. It's been fantastic, and we finished in the top 10 in GPPs once again yesterday. It was a fantastic week, almost hit 200. So it was a great week, and I'm excited to get right into this Monday night showdown and then focusing on week 14. So let's get straight to it. So my take on this game is I think Tampa Bay gets the dub here. I think New Orleans is playing from behind majority of the game, so I want the passing side predominantly on New Orleans, and then I want Tampa Bay, and I want the reason for them getting ahead. Now, New Orleans' rushing defense is pretty damn solid, so I want the passing game for Tampa Bay. On top of that, Tampa Bay also throws the ball a ton. They are a very pass-heavy team, so I want to focus on the pass game of Tampa Bay. That's my focus here. I want the passing game. I want the people through the air on Tampa Bay, and I also want the people through the air on New Orleans. I want the passing game, period. All right? So, at captain on the winning team, Tom Brady. Now, another guy that you can consider right here, they're like the same price at captain almost. Tom Brady's cheaper, which is why I'm going Brady because he could spread the ball around, throw touchdowns to multiple other people than this guy. But Chris Godwin, full point PPR on Draftkings, is very interesting to me here at 10-6. I do like Godwin. I think Godwin is a fantastic option on this slate, and I love pairing Brady with Godwin. He won't make the core here in this video, but I absolutely love pairing Brady with Godwin so far on this slate. I've made multiple versions so far. As the day goes on, I'll be, perfecting it and making it exactly what I want it to be. But for this slate, I think this is just going to be the way to go. At captain, I think it's Brady. I don't think you need to worry about it too much here. He is the go-to guy for captain, in my opinion. All right. Now, on the other side, I want Tom Brady, and I want him spreading the ball around for touchdowns. Godwin's my favorite, then Mike Evans, obviously, and so on and so forth. Um, on the New Orleans side, I want Chris Olave, and this is the core I have for here, and then Alvin Kamara. Chris Olave and Alvin Kamara. These two guys are the main focal points of this passing offense here. Olave is a fantastic option at 8-4, been getting a huge elite target share in this offense. I absolutely love him here in this matchup. Alvin Kamara, obviously, is wide receiver one, running back one on this team. He does so much in both aspects. Now, he's probably not going to find a lot of rushing room on the ground, but he's probably going to get a ton of little dump off passes here. So, Alvin Kamara is a fantastic option. And I will definitely be focusing on him on New Orleans. He's the best player on that New Orleans team, and I definitely want him on that New Orleans side. And then Chris Olave, you know, getting a good bit of targets here as well with New Orleans being behind. I think it's going to be a lot of throwing. Now, I'm scared to go Andy Dalton because we know Taysom Hill vultures the hell out of him. I don't know how much of Taysom Hill they're going to use when they're behind here in this game. Probably going to need more Andy Dalton airing the ball out more, than using Tyson to run the ball. So I do think Andy Dalton is serviceable, but mainly I want the pass catchers for him. I want Olave, I want Kamara, these guys who are going to get these passes from Andy Dalton when they're playing from behind. And, both of these guys could easily get in the end zone tonight as well. All right. Now, let's talk about. I'm not interested in Fournette and White. I don't have a ton of interest in these two guys on this slate, to be completely honest with you. Now, you have Leonard Fournette still questionable, even though he's practiced. If he misses, then I want Rashad White. No doubt. If he misses, I have a lot of interest in him. So pay attention to that situation. If Fournette plays, it just muddies that situation a lot. And I'm just, I'm a little iffy on that situation. Um, One of the values I really like on this slate is going to be Troutman. All right, let me go get Troutman. Where is he? I need the update. Oh, no, here he is. Troutman. Adam Troutman is a fantastic value for me at 1,200 for New Orleans. The game script is great for him, playing from behind. Troutman should be able to get a good amount of work here in this offense. I really like this spot for him here. He's going to serve as the top tight end on this team for Monday. He's just a fantastic value option. He pretty much is a lock in for me. Taysom Hill does get a bump because he's going to run some tight end plays as well as get probably a few carries at quarterback. He's interesting, but Troutman's my go-to value on this slate at 1,200. I haven't gone a ton under him. I haven't really needed to. Troutman's a fantastic value, and I will be having a ton of him today. He really makes a lot work. Just like last night, Doolin. Doolin made a lot work. I knew that the Colts were going to be playing from behind. I knew that they were going to be passing heavily, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna get the main studs I want. CeeDee Lamb, Pollard, Dak. I'm gonna get those main studs I want, and then I'm gonna figure out what value is my favorite. And Doolin ended up being the guy I went with, who ended up catching a touchdown. And he was 200, something like that. So that's what you want to do. You want to get that value right, and then you have huge potential on these showdown slates. All right, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Troutman's going to be amazing value on this slate. Um, let's see. Jarvis Landry's very interesting, playing from behind. He's also a good, nice little possession receiver for full point PPR and DK. Like I said, I'm a little iffy on Andy Dalton, but with the game script, he should be throwing, so he's definitely in the player pool. I don't believe Lattimore is in. I believe Lattimore's out. Correct. Let me just verify, make sure that I'm right here. Lattimore is a very solid cornerback for the Saints. Um, he's questionable for Week 13. All right, he's been out since Week 6. Um, we will see. It looks like the coach has said that he has a chance to play against the BUCS. Now, no matter what, Lattimore's going to be limited. He's not going to play a full snap share. He's not, whatever. He is a great cornerback, and a lot of times they'll put him on teams number one. So he would be the guy to be on Evans. The issue here is that he's not going to play a lot or not play at all, which is going to make Mike Evans very interesting to me at 9-6. I would imagine Chris Godwin's going to have more ownership, and I do love Godwin more, but for 1,000 less, if it makes things work a little bit in your lineups, Mike Evans is no like chopped liver here at 9-6. We know Mike Evans has those big games from time to time, and with no Lattimore, they could really struggle against this dude. This dude is a big body receiver that they're just not going to have much of an answer for. So I like both of these guys. Even if you go Brady paired with Godwin and Evans on such a pass-heavy offense, I like both of these guys. You could go Brady with Godwin and Evans, run back on the other side with maybe Olave. I don't know if you'll be able to get Kamara too, but you'll probably have to take Kamara out for an Evans. You know what I mean? So that's a little bit of the dilemma you're dealing with, is that you would have to take Kamara out, who is a bit like, if you look at the game script, right? Alvin Kamara's wide receiver one type target guy. Like, he's going to get good targets, as well as 10 carries, 10 plus carries. So with that being said, his usage is just amazing. You're having to say, you know what? I'm getting off of Alvin Kamara for Mike Evans, who, yes, is going to be part of the reason that Tampa Bay gets up, but the game script's not great. Even though Tampa Bay is a pass-heavy game and all that, like, it's not ideal. Like, a lot of times in this situation, you want okay. Let's talk about it. Just like yesterday, right? Yesterday we said, you know what? Kansas City's going to put up a ton of points. We feel like Kansas City's going to put a ton of points up against Cincinnati. Because of that, we think Cincinnati's going to be behind, which didn't in turn be the case. Cincinnati looked amazing, and the game went a different way, and yet we still smashed. But this is the game script type of thought process we go through. Me and my uncle get on the phone on Saturdays, and we talk a lot of Saturday, and then we talk all Sunday morning perfecting our main slate lineups, outside of me and him looking over these things individually separate throughout the week, and then we come together with our ideas, different ideas. Some things maybe he wants to mention that I didn't think of or didn't look at or blah, blah, blah. And we just kind of combine our thought process. Our idea was Kansas City was going to put up a ton of points. Cincinnati was going to be playing from behind, and Cincinnati's already a pass-heavy offense. He's getting Jamar Chase back. We expect Jamar Chase to be 100%. So with that being said, we said, all right, My favorite quarterback's Joe Burrow, paired up with Jamar Chase. I don't care about putting P. Ryan in there as well, so we put P. Ryan in there as well because P. Ryan gets so many targets in the pass game, kind of like an Alvin Kamara, and it worked out fantastic. Almost got a takedown. So that's the kind of thought process you need to have, and that's the same type of thing here. Is like, look, even though we expect Tampa Bay to be up, doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw predominantly here. You know what I mean? And so Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are fantastic options. And the Mike Evans play will definitely be lower owned than Kamara, I would imagine. Right now, Kamara's my favorite, but GPP like pivot off of him would be Mike Evans. And that's about it, y'all. That Tampa Bay running game, if Leonard Fournette's in, it's a little muddied for me. I mean, if Fournette's out, I would kind of prefer him to just be out, make Rashad White a lock at 7K. Um, so yeah, outside of that, that's it. Tom Brady at captain for me. He's cheaper than Chris Godwin, which I mean, yeah. So I'll take Tom Brady at captain. I love pairing Brady with Godwin as my number one fave. But if you need the money, spending 1,000 less, if you have to choose one, then you can go Mike Evans. That's fine. Chris Godwin's more of the possession receiver, more targets, blah blah blah. But on the other side, playing catch up, Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara, the two main guys on this New Orleans offense that get most of the love. Tampa Bay obviously knows that. So if you want to get sneaky, taking a Olave or Alvin Kamara and switching it to Jarvis Landry at 5'2" is interesting as well. Um, we know the kind of guy Jarvis Landry is. He isn't a go crazy down the field type player. He's going to do short little routes and get those quick dump offs and stuff from Andy Dalton, allowing him to get a nice little open receiver for little quick little gains, get the ball out of his hand quickly. So Jarvis Landry's a decent option as well. So that's about it, y'all. Good luck. Let's smash this Monday Night Showdown. Head into Week 14. Like I said, tomorrow I will put together a first look lineup for Week 14 with the information that we have available to us, and we'll see how we do this week for the first look. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Y'all have an amazing night, and I'm out. Peace.